Now, at the same time, salespeople and sales managers are focusing on the salesperson job description and the results, the F&I department begins their training, F&I Sales Processes and Products. The emphasis of this course is to increase the F&I profit per unit by increasing F&I product penetration. In his first full month in F&I, the following graduate, Derek Spady, achieved a per-car average of more than $1,500 per unit in a Cadillac store where cash and lease deals are common. By continuing to learn, Derek quickly increased his per unit to over $2,100 a unit and achieved the top spot for the dealership's F&I ranking report. In another example, alumni Kim Kovana came back to help produce our new F&I training videos for this online training course, and after completing that task and updating her skills with the current information provided in this first F&I course, Kim also increased her profit per unit by several $100s to over $2,400 per car. Today, both Derek and Kim better understand the importance of achieving 100% verified sales department CSI before the F&I presentation begins, and they have a method for documenting that objective 100% of the time. Then, they have a similar procedure for verifying 100% F&I department CSI before the customer leaves. The F&I sales course begins with a sales meeting video that can be played in a sales meeting the very first week of training to educate salespeople on the benefits of recommending F&I products early and often in their sales process, while avoiding any pricing details and trusting their F&I manager to make sure their customers are happy before they leave and fully understand every aspect of their purchase, including the purchase of any F&I products. Per the sales meeting video, F&I also commits to each salesperson to only charge fair pricing for all F&I products and to be consistent in those prices to all customers regardless of their credit, so that salespeople won't be embarrassed to bring in their friends to the dealership. The F&I process recommended by the college can be completely analyzed by all F&I personnel by the end of the very first week by also committing to approximately 1 hour per day of personal development. Certification for the first F&I product and sales process course is achieved by demonstrating the suggested F&I sales procedures by videotape. F&I managers can also achieve master's level certification by increasing their per car average by $200 or more. Now, this F&I course will be one of the last courses salespeople will eventually take, so that they can also be called upon by management to work with F&I and present F&I products professionally, and even disclose contracts legally if directed to do so. And finally, eliminate the negative CSI ratings that occur when customers have to wait too long to get into F&I. This testimonial was provided by Aisha Ruiz from San Diego, California. After graduating from the college, I had the chance to work for my first dealer in the car business by working the sales floor at a busy tent sale. We got backed up, so I offered to help complete the F&I paperwork to keep customers moving. Initially, the GM said no chance, since I was new to the business. But I was confident in my abilities, and we became even more backed up. After a little more conversation, the GM gave me a shot. I mean, what did he have to lose, right? Deals are getting rushed through F&I with very little F&I profit, and I proved to him I could disclose a contract. Well, my numbers were twice as high as the full-time F&I person due to my training. A few weeks later, I was offered a full-time F&I position. I was then promoted to F&I director due to my knowledge of special finance, leasing, and loan underwriting gained at the college. Then I was promoted to F&I director of the entire dealer group.
He called me to go to a tent sale. Never been in the car industry, so it was experience for me. He brought me into his office and said, we just had an F&I position open, would you like it? This was from a man that told me that he was not going to hire me without any prior auto experience whatsoever. I've never sold a car in my life. He loved me. I knocked him off his feet, as he would say, and I love my job.
We've conducted a small poll and asked F&I managers what their most difficult situations were. The top answers included customers in the following categories: customers that were in a hurry, that didn't want to hear a product presentation, short-term lease customers, and customers that wanted to pay cash or obtain funds from a third party. Now, we agree these can be difficult situations for any F&I manager, especially one without a plan. So here's the good news. The proprietary F&I sales process developed by the College of Automotive Management is specifically designed to handle each of these tough situations and produce phenomenal results. To help demonstrate how to accomplish each step of our suggested sales process, we brought in a graduate of the College of Automotive Management, Kim Kavanaugh. Kim graduated from the college 11 years ago and has been a top producing F&I manager and sales manager ever since. She's been able to consistently maintain a per car average in F&I between $1,500 and $2,000 per unit in a variety of dealerships, including dealerships in affluent areas where cash paying customers and short-term lease customers are common. She raises the bar everywhere she works. Now, Kim will demonstrate how to accomplish each step of our recommended sales process regardless of the customer type. So what is the problem? Well, in this training course, we'll explain 13 problems most F&I managers live with or actually cause that create senseless customer objections to these benefits offered in F&I. So unlike other F&I training you may have already experienced in the past that focused on how to handle customer objections, we promise to give you solutions that will completely eliminate senseless objections from ever happening at all. Now, I want to assure you that these solutions are not hypothetical ideas or just nice thoughts. They are ironclad and they've been tested and working in dealerships for years. To help demonstrate this, when we gave the first file to Kim in order to prepare for the first role play, which was a customer that was in a hurry and paying cash, actually they were obtaining their money from a third-party credit union, Kim spent about 6 minutes reviewing and prepping the file. It didn't take her long, but she did a lot. She reviewed the file for accuracy and completeness. She checked the advances and debt ratios and chose a lender option that she could offer to try and convert the customer to dealer financing. She gathered all of the forms she would need to complete the transaction without interruptions. She identified several reasons why she could imagine great things about the customer. She identified several reasons the customer would benefit from her products. She chose a product mix that was best suited for the customer situation as she saw it on paper, and she set up her menu and her pricing. She has done literally thousands of F&I transactions. She has a trained eye and a set routine for processing a lot of information very quickly. As you can see so far in this process, a lot of work has went into preparing the customer's mind and getting their undivided attention. The F&I manager is now in the best possible position to ask the customer for permission to explain the benefits of the products the F&I manager has prepared for her customer. Now, to obtain this permission, the college recommends using a F&I department CSI verification form like the one you see on the screen. This also allows the F&I manager to confirm 100% F&I department CSI in addition to verifying 100% sales department CSI earlier in the F&I sales process. The best part of the entire F&I sales process can be disclosing prices if you are dealing with a friend now and you've only suggested products they really need and fully explained their value, and you've priced your products fairly. At this point, all products have an actual pennies per day cost if they're cancelable, for a pro rata refund. So you want to be sure and point that out to increase your product penetration and avoid unnecessary cancellations later. Or they have an average cost over the term of the coverage if they are not cancelable. So those actual daily costs for cancelable products or the average daily cost for non-cancelable products will look very small when compared to the tremendous value you have created in your products if you've done everything properly. Now, as the actual daily costs, total costs, and effect on monthly payment costs, if the deal is a finance or lease deal, are fully disclosed and explained, you are helping the customer fully understand the terms of their purchase, which is part of your number one objective. Remember, the number one objective is to make sure the customer is happy and fully understands all aspects of the purchase.
Kim, I really appreciate everything you shared with me today. At the end right now, I'm really at a dilemma. I started out with a payment of $300. You're showing me a payment of $390 with all these options. I can see the value in it, but my wife and I, we agreed to originally to be somewhere at $300, and I can't see myself at $400. Do you really think I need this? That sounds good. Simple contract, I understand that. All right.
Oh, my income has more than tripled.
Probably tripled my income from the highest that I ever made before.
After graduating from the College of Automotive Management, I would say my income increased anywhere between $3,000 to $5,000 per month.
Yeah, the income 3 times what I was normally making.